Alright, today's task is going to be a bit of a challenge here. I have a brand new sleeve and piston kit for this tractor that I need to get installed. I'm taking it up to my dad's place for long-term storage next weekend, and I need to get that installed before I go up there. I want that job done. So here we are on a Sunday afternoon. It's already like 5 o'clock because I spent the rest of the weekend getting tires on the tractor and getting the hydraulics working and everything else that needed to be done. We're a little bit behind where I wanted to be for the weekend, but we're going to give this our best shot. Going to see if we can't go ahead and get the pan off, the head off, tractor stripped, pistons and sleeves out of the block, everything all prepped up so that we can go ahead and start dropping in the brand new parts that we have. Alright, so we've got the head off, and I wanted to kind of highlight why we're doing this. It's a little bit difficult to tell, but unfortunately at some point in its life this tractor had water in the bores, and there's some pitting in the sleeves. Number 3 is by far the worst. You can see it there. Number 2 is kind of, well, it's got some too. Number 1 is fine. Number 3 and number 4 have pitting in them, and unfortunately it just makes the tractor awful to ride and use because it burns so much oil that you just breathe in burnt oil the whole time. So I decided that was kind of crummy and that I didn't want to ride a tractor like that. So for Christmas this year, my wife bought me a brand new sleeve and piston kit as my big present, which is greatly appreciated. And so today's task is to get this done. Now at this point I waltzed out here, oh gosh, what, like right around 5 o'clock on the dime, and right now it's right around 5:30. So half an hour in, I've already got the head whipped off. It's a lot easier because this has already been together and apart before, so there's nothing tight, there's nothing breaking. I'm pretty familiar with the tractor overall, and yeah, it's going really well. So what we're going to do next is we're going to whip. I'm probably going to clean the bottom. I've got all the fluids drained out of the tractor. We'll clean up the bottom here, and then we'll get the oil pan off, and that'll let us pop the pistons out and then pop the sleeves out. And then we'll kind of do an evaluation, and then with any luck we'll get the sleeves back in and get this bad boy getting back together. In addition to the sleeve and piston kit, I've also got the required gaskets for a top end job. Head gasket set right here for D12, 10, 14. So it's all good. I got the oil pan gasket here, so we'll be able to go through and do a pretty good job. And I think I still have, I have a few leftover gaskets from before. I'm kind of considering whether or not I'm going to go ahead and do the front main seal or not. I could, but that's a bigger job and it's not actually leaking, so kind of feeling like I'm going to put the seals aside and do it another day when it becomes a problem. The engine is one of the annoying fixes I have to do, and then the other fix is I bought a new bowl here, and that bowl came with a crack in it. Unfortunately, it's leaking, and I'm gonna have to go ahead and do a fix on that, because when I bought the bowl was like 8 months from when I installed it and found it was leaking, and the guys that I bought it from are like, yeah, we can't do anything for you. So we'll go ahead and do a patch on that. I've repaired pot metal before for little leaks like that. It'd be no big deal, and get that to stop leaking. And once we get that all back together, this is pretty much going to button up this project. Everything else on the tractor is as done as I'm going to make it. Except for maybe a little bit of electrical work. I'd like to get the flashers working. But yeah, there we have it. So that's kind of the halftime update. We'll go ahead and get the pan off and the pistons out, and we'll check back in once that's done. So we've hit a bit of a snag here with the project that we're working on, trying to get new sleeves and pistons in. Went to pull the pan, got all the bolts out of it, and I couldn't snake the oil pan past the steering linkages and the axle bars. So went and looked in the manual, and the section that talks about pulling the oil sump says that if you got to do that, you can either remove the entire tie rod assembly or you can pull the axle. And the honest truth is that pulling the axle is probably easier, and it's also going to make it easier for me to go in and check a few other things that should be checked. So what we're going to do is we're going to chalk the tractor under the center section here, and then we're going to lift it up and pull the axle out. No big deal. And once we get that done, we'll bring you guys back and take a look underneath and see how things look. Because right now we can't see squat because we can't get the oil pan out. Alright, so we got the front axle off, and we are now going to hop under here and see what we can see. Have to get down, I guess. Old gasket's still there. Everything looks intact. The conrods all look good. Not seeing anything bent, wildly out of shape. I think we should be able to be successful here without too much grief. The cam journals all look good. Yeah, this block should be a-okay. Let's see if we've got any play in here. And check a few of the pistons. That's good. A little bit of side play. I don't think there's anything up and down at all. Actually feels really good. Are they stamped? I can't see. Maybe. We'll just have to watch it, I guess. Everything in there looks pretty good, to be honest with you. Super happy about that. Alright, well, I guess we'll start pulling the pistons, starting with number 1, and we'll just see how that looks and how that goes. Probably in a good place to be able to pull them too, to be honest with you. I think they should all clear and slip right out. Yeah, that's gonna be good. Super glad we decided to do this. That's a hell of a lot of scoring. So just going to go ahead and stamp a 1 on the side of this rod, right on the bolting boss. And we do that on the camshaft side. And that lets us put it back where it was in the engine without any trouble. On the upside, the conrod is nice and straight, no issues there, and the bearings look good, no issues there. So we're going to go ahead, mark this, pop it back together, and get the next one out. Alright, that's it. Success. All the sleeves are out of the block and ready for new sleeves. So what we'll do is we will go through and clean this up. There is a lot of filth and gunk in there. Not sure what on earth is going on with that. Looks like flowers or pine cones or something. That's weird as all hell. Yeah, fun stuff. Anyway, we'll go ahead and get this all cleaned up and get the block all clean and prepped for new sleeves. We will go ahead and be careful not to let stuff drop into the crankshaft. As you can see, the way that I've got this set up right now, the journals are down on the cylinder that I pulled, and I did that on purpose for two reasons. Number one, if the threaded rod starts to snake downwards, there's no chance of it striking the journal, because the threaded rod is not long enough to do that. And number two, if it's downward, the oil hole is downward as well, and stuff can't fall into it. So we'll go through and get this all cleaned up, make sure that there's no crap anywhere in there, clean out the block entirely, get all this trash out of there, peel out the O-rings from inside the base part of the block, and get prepped up for everything to be newly installed. Really looking forward to this. That was a pain in the butt to get through. I did not expect to have to pull the front axle off the tractor, to be honest with you. That was not in my plans at all, but there we go. It's officially done. So we'll carry on. Tomorrow we'll get the block cleaned up and the sleeves reinstalled, and maybe the pistons done as well. All the pistons are all set up. They've all been stamped 1, 2, 3, 4, front cylinder being number 1, and we will get those all reinstalled right back where they go. The bearings all look good. The crankshaft looks amazing. Like there's not a thing wrong with this tractor. Interestingly enough, the front piston had a lot of scoring on it. Kind of don't know what to make of that. All on that side too. So that would be, let me see here, where is it marked? Marked on that side? Yeah, so it's marked on that side. So that's the cam side. So that's the front. Let's see what the sleeve looks. Oh, well. I guess we've kind of lost that now. We're not going to worry about it. But, yeah, that piston was a little bit tight. I don't think that was causing the smoking. The smoking was caused by all of the pitting in the block. But, yeah. There you have it. Good stuff. Good stuff. Super happy. Super happy with today's progress. here. Oh, on the other side of the tractor. Everybody watch. Everybody watch. Jack is going to go first. So everybody is going to take a turn and install one of the birthday or Christmas presents that Mommy got me. Now, Jack, you take that and you gently slide it straight down the cylinder. Now, look inside there. You can clearly see, Jack, you can clearly see that there's a second hole it has to go into. So look at it from the side and make sure it goes straight in. You can see there's a taper on the bottom of the cylinder sleeve. Yeah, there you go. Drop it straight down. Make sure it's nicely aligned. There you go. Now, push flat down. Don't do that. Push flat down on the top and just gently rock it around. It should slip right. No, not twist. Not twist. Not twist. Look, watch. I'll show you. Just like that. Push down all the way hard. There you go. Did you see what I did? All right. Jack, step aside. Move the bucket so Justin can get the next one. Justin, move the bucket sideways a little bit. You're going to line up. You're going to do number 2 right here. That's going to be you. Okay? You got it, Justin?
Daddy gave me the flashlight. What is it looking for?
Okay. Now, Justin, hold it with your hands. I'm going to help you a little bit. Okay? And we go straight down in the bore. Just like that. And we get to the second notch, we keep going straight down, right there. Okay, there you go. Now, don't twist. Don't twist. No twisting. Look, we rock around like this and push down. Can you do that? Okay, why don't you push on top of my hand? All right, I'm going to put my hand there. Beautiful. Look at how beautiful that is. Is that so perfect? That's all right, buddy. It's called the crankshaft. Julie's turn. Hop off. Move the bucket sideways. There you go. Now it's Julie's turn. Okay, I'm going to hold it gently for you, Julie. Oh, hold on. Something right there. Can't have anything in there. There we go. All right. Now you hold it and guide it down into the hole. Gently, gently, gently. There you go. So good, so good, so good. Oh. Lift your hands up a little bit. Lift your hands up. I'll hold it. Lift your hands up. Move your hands up. There you go. Just like that. Now hold the top, the very top. There, like that. Perfect. Okay, now I'm going to put my hand on there. And then you push, okay? Oh, look at that.
Now, Mommy?
Now it's Mommy's turn.
Hop onto the can.
Mommy needs to hop onto the can. Mommy is too short. Far too short. Mommy is so short. So you see how there's a second ring deep down in there? That ring, Jack, give Mother the light. Don't take the light away. You see how there's a top ring? You see how there's a top cylinder and then there's a bottom cylinder? That bottom cylindrical section has 2 O-ring seals in it. Okay? And that mates with this surface right at the bottom of the cylinder sleeve. So we take this and we drop it straight down through there, straight down, just like that, straight down, just like that. Now it's up against the O-ring, you can tell. Okay, and then what you do is you do like that. Perfect. All the way down. Oh, look at that! Mommy did hers all by herself. That was a very good Christmas present. That's 4 brand new sleeves in the block. Done! Yeah, the pistons are all here, so we gotta get them mounted. That's a job for tomorrow. I'm slackered for today. Thank you. High five. Good job. High five. Justin, high five. Yeah, you did a good job. Julie, high five.
High five.
Yeah, good job. up and running. So good. So good. I might need to adjust the idle a little bit.